Hello, welcome back to Astro Sounds by Seape. I'm Seape, and this video is going to be on the Pisces. Sorry that it's been a very long time since my last video. I have no explanation. I could have made time to do it, but for whatever reason, here I am now about 6 weeks later posting my next video. This one is going to be on Pisces, which is a water sign. Their symbol is fish. Now, their symbol is actually two fish, one going one way and the other one going the other way, I should say. And that represents their emotions. They're a very emotional sign. And the reason why the fish are going in opposite directions is because it represents their conflicting emotions. One minute they may be going this way, the next day they may be going that way. They are viewed as unstable, but it's not even that they're unstable. They're just very, very emotional. A very emotional, loving sign. That sign represents compassion because the Pisces will give you compassion and love and help you. You know, they're very intuitive and understanding, very generous sign. For their friends, they'll do anything they can to help them. Their ruling planet is actually Neptune, which is the planet of illusion, glamour, mystery, and deception. And all of that actually represents a Pisces. As loving and generous and sweet as Pisces are, they can be very deceptive. And selfish is not the word to use for them because they're the most selfless person on the outside. But on the inside, there lies selfishness and any way to help themselves. So if I explained that correctly, they're not selfish, but they definitely are out for the benefits of themselves. Very loyal people, always willing to help a friend in need. They're, as I said, generous, very sensitive, caring, and devoted. As far as helping a friend in need, a Pisces will be there. I'm just going to go to the section about them as friends. They're going to be there to help anybody in need, a plant, an animal, friends. They're going to provide that home, that security, that ear, everything that they actually need for themselves, they would give to a friend. They're a lot of fun. They'll just, uplift your spirits. They're going to be there to help you. Some of the negatives, they're creators of their own downfall. Ancient astrologers actually said the Pisces is the sign of sorrow from self-doing. That actually speaks volume. That means that they're just looking for a pity party. They play the victims, It's just kind of all about what happened to me and I'm just so down, but it's all in their mind because they're so emotional and they're going one way and then going the opposite way. Like as a Pisces, as a fish, if you notice fish is singular and plural. Think about the word fish. You don't say, oh, there is a fish, but there are fishes. It's just fish. And that's like a Pisces. 1 minute there is like singular and plural. They always have conflicting emotions. They always have more than an emotion at one time. So it could be one way, but then it could be another way. It could have one emotion, and they can have two. They're just, a little bit off. But yeah, they're very intuitive signs. Some even say psychic, but it's just more so very intuitive. They have these feelings about things. They have these predictions about things. They just kind of just know. As lovers, they're very sensitive. When it comes to any relationship, they're sensitive. But they're very impressionable and nurturing and accommodating. They search for love. Oh my God, a Pisces is always searching for love. When they're single, they're searching. When they're together, when they're in a relationship, they're still searching for that perfect kind of love. When they are single, they're secretly a promiscuous sign, but it's all because they're just trying to do anything to find the right person because what they really want is love. One of the big misconceptions about Pisces is that they have no backbone and they're pushovers and so much and so forth, but that's really not the case. They will stand up for themselves and be very vocal. They don't want confrontation because they're very nice people, but if they just feel like, hey, I'm at the end of my rope, this is just not right, they are gonna stand up for themselves. They can be very opinionated, very mouthy. Honestly, when it's good with them, it's good, but when it's bad, they crazy. A Pisces can be batshit crazy, straight up, because they're like the emotional, and it's like when they feel like, oh, and then they play the victims, it's all about, I'm down. Once they get to the point and they feel like it's time to charge, oh my goodness, they will charge at you. Overall, they just have a sympathy for things. Like I said, hurt people, hurt animals, a dying plant, anything, they're going to try to give it a home and security and strength and emotional support that they need for themselves, like I said before. Very witty. They're some of the artists of the zodiac, usually musically inclined or very creative. Actually one of the most creative signs. Believe it or not, people would always associate that with the air sign because air signs are very creative, but a Pisces is very, very, very creative. They have that psychic sensibility. Another thing about them when it comes to work, they can be very lazy. Very lazy, won't want to do it, march into their own drum, doing what they want to do. Can be very lazy until it's something that they find that they want to do, that they're interested in. Oh, they'll give it their all. If it's something that they want to do, they'll give it their all and work their tails off and achieve that level of success that they need. But if it's just like a job to make ends meet and, just get it done, and no, they're going to be like a horrible employee. They're probably going to quit. They're not going to finish it out. They're just not going to do it. But overall, Pisces is a really sweet, nice sign. But they are one of the most selfish signs, but people will never associate that because they come off very giving and generous. But they can be opportunists. If it's deep down inside, like that deceptive Neptune, the planet that rules them, comes into play, and they're trying to figure out a way for this to benefit them, So that's just kind of how they are when it comes to the bigger picture. When it comes to just somebody that's down and needs help, a friend that just needs them, they're there. They'll give them the shirt off their back. They'll give them anything that they can. Another thing about Pisces are they have addictive spirit. They tend to be overindulgers. So if a Pisces has a thing for alcohol, they probably have a really big thing for alcohol. The same thing with drugs. The same thing with a person, a lover. If they are just in love with that person, they are so in love with them. They are stuck. They're going to be checking the phones, riding by the houses. They're going to be that lover that's, look, you're going to love me. They're stuck to them until they're done. And when they're done, they are done. And they might snap and kill you. No, I'm just kidding. But they might flip out on you and just cause this big a roof. But they do love you, and they are stuck to you, and they're there for the long haul. They'll be there to kind of make it work. It's a sign of sorrow, unfortunately. So Pisces can tend to be more depressed than they can be happy. Just depends on which way that fish is going in the stream. But I will say, if you have a Pisces as a friend, you're very lucky because they're going to make sure if you're down and you need something, they're going to help you. They're very sweet people, very friendly people, very loving people, very nurturing, maternalistic people. So there you go. Like most water signs, they're very emotional and intuitive and nurturing. So there goes your Pisces. Stay tuned, guys. I promise the next video will not be 6 weeks from now. I'm going to do the next video on Aries pretty soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you have any questions, comments, please don't hesitate to reach out. Until next time, Astro Sounds by Seape.